things are moving and shaking. I can tell you that. And, big news last week of Bellator. I think we're gonna have a. I don't think it's slowing down. That's the thing. It's, my wife keeps saying, well, when are you gonna slow down? When are you gonna slow down? And I don't think for probably like 5 or 7 more years. So we'll see.
So now with that, you have signed a great deal with Bellator here, and I know that some of it can't be leaked out, but a lot of it has made it into the media so far. Talk a little bit about what's going to go down between Shamrock Fighting Championships and Bellator.
Oh well, we reached an agreement last year that all of our champions from Shamrock FC have the opportunity to go to Bellator. They can walk once they win the contract. Once they win the Shamrock FC belt, we will hand them a contract. They will have 72 hours to make their decision if they want to go to Bellator. If they decide they want to go to the UFC, they have the opportunity to go to UFC as well. I think we're the only company in the world that can say that. So I think that means a lot. And I think with the Shamrock Kembo fight is going to have a lot of eyeballs on it. So I think that we're excited to be a part of that. And I also think that with the other fights that are going to be announced on there coming up here in the next couple weeks, it's going to be really exciting.
So now we have seen such like I said, a lot of fights going on here in 2015 already. I mean, things are moving swiftly. What do you see has been the catalyst that caused the success of Shamrock Fighting Championships?
I mean, I would say really like the success is, we've really got good at putting flyers in convenience stores. And so we just, you pop a few flyers up and you sell out, right?
I think that's a great idea. So we're just going to go down to the local gas station, pop up a few flyers, and next thing you know, we got sold out shows.
Done. Over. Sold out. There's no magic. There's no hard work. You just pop flyers up, and it's done. Done and over with. And you know what? Sell 1,500 tickets, and done over with, man. And every once in a while, you do have to go and throw them in a college campus, and people pick them up, and then people come buy tickets.
Now, okay, now we're having some fun here, but for real, there is a whole lot of work that goes into making Shamrock Fighting Championships what it is today. And tell just a little bit about a little behind-the-scenes baseball that people need to know.
Well, I mean, really, it's a constant grind and it's a constant work. But I don't say it's work because I love what I do, and I consider work is what my father did. He was a carpenter. So this is, we're living the dream, man. I mean, we live the dream, realistically. A lot of people do this as a part-time job, and guess what? I got payroll on the 7th and the 21st. So I've got to make payroll. It's not just a thing that we say, oh, we're going to have some fights, and we're going to do this. And it's a full-time job. It's a 50-hour-a-week job, plus on the weekends. So, I mean, it's 50 hours, and then we go above and beyond. So Rob Donaker's been there with me from day one, and he's my right-hand guy. He's the godfather of my kids. So, and if I'm not here, he runs it. So there's some shows I don't even have to go to. But it's not just Rob also. It's, staff that we have, the fighters that we have, and everybody plays a role, man. And it's built into a family, and I see it getting bigger and bigger family on a consistent basis. We're hiring people right now. So, I mean, it's guys like yourself that have been there from I would say the beginning, but the last, 5, 7 years that have watched this thing elevate and keep going. And I look for, we're working on some TV deals right now, so it's gonna get bigger and better.
So now let's talk about tomorrow night as we get here sitting at weigh-ins. We have a huge main event in Strikeforce and UFC vet Bobby Voelker taking on a very game opponent. What do you think of that main event?
It's a hell of a main event, man. I mean, what is it? Justin Guthrie's 17-7. I mean, so fighting Bobby Voelker, you never see Bobby Voelker in a boring fight. So I think you're going to see a lot of fireworks, and I think you're going to see Guthrie probably try taking Voelker down, but not many people have been successful holding Voelker down for 3 straight rounds. So I think it's going to be exciting. I think Voelker's one of my favorite fighters. I hate to say that because I shouldn't have favorites as a promoter, but just one of the guys I like to watch fight. When he fights down Cerrone, they always lay it on the line. And I'd much rather see guys like that than the wrestlers are going to lay on people. And I say this all the time. Listen, if you go out there and you lay it on the line and you lose, okay, I will have your back. If you go out and you win, you lay on people and don't do anything with it, you're not coming back for me.
So then with that, now we see all of these shows coming up for Shamrock, but more importantly, what's next for Jesse Finney?
Well, what's next for Jesse Finney is, it's a great question. First thing first, I'm hoping to go get a cold Bud Light tonight. That's the first thing. But no, on a serious note, I think that we're just going to continue to grow our brand and try to spend some time with the family and just keep doing what we're doing and only get better at it. I mean, we take this very serious and very This isn't a hobby. This is my profession. This is what our other profession is for other guys. This is what we do full time, and it's only going to get bigger and better.
So then, how can everyone out there who wants to know more about Shamrock Fighting Championships find you on the internet, social media?
Shamrock FC. You can find us on Facebook. You know, you can follow me on Jesse Finney on Facebook. I mean, besides that, I mean, we have Twitter, but I'm not a big Twitter guy. I don't even know how to use it, to be quite honest with you. I just need to get a little more savvy. Hopefully I can get a guy named Andrew Berger to help me out with that one. So, you know what, man? I mean, we've got shows going in Kansas City, St. Louis, and we're going to branch out another market probably here in the next 90 days. We're going to be making some announcements for there too.
So, anything you can let out of the bag for our fans?
Well, let out of the bag. I mean, all I can say is, man, listen, stay tuned because Bellator is going to be awesome. You know, everyone's kind of giving me a little bit of trouble about, the freak show fight of Kimbo, Shamrock, or whatever, but that's not true. I mean, first of all, I would tune in for it. Number one, if I was sitting home. It's on free TV. It's interesting fight. The normal people down the road, they don't know who, everybody knows who Kimbo is, right? Everybody knows who Shamrock is, right? It's a great fight. No matter what, stylistically, it's going to be an exciting fight. But the other fights on the card are going to be awesome. And we're going to be announcing those here probably in the next couple weeks.
All right, guys. Jesse Finney, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And be right back with more Indio Radio and That MMA Show.